Do it. We're back in Brazil for another La Boogie podcast. Thank you to this guy for many things, but we'll get through those as we go through this interview. But we're recording on the GoPro today, and this is a new experiment, so hopefully this one works out as well. So we'll see how that goes. But Terry McKenna, thank you for joining me for the La Boogie podcast.
No worries, pleasure. Thanks, mate. It's starting to develop a good following.
It is. It's surprising. And, as a radio guy yourself, you must be proud.
I'm proud. Yeah, I mean, I've known this guy since he was, just a little fella. So it's very proud of what you're doing, mate. Good
Thanks,
stuff.
Man.
Yeah, good job.
Let's go back all the way there, though. Let's start there. Today, many people know you as the guy who, they probably know your voice as much as they know your image. Some people probably even know your voice more than that from your radio work and stuff like that over the years and your commentary and stuff. But you're the tour manager for the APB. Is that the technical word for it today?
That's right, yep. Tour manager.
Cool. And at this event in Itacoatiara, you are the technical director for the APB?
That's correct, yes.
So that's today. But let's go back, 20, 25 years? You're a stand-up surfer originally, right? You had your own career there, right? You kind of dabbled in competition and things like that?
Yeah. I followed, before it was the WSL, it was the ASP. And prior to the ASP, it was the, of course, the IPS, International Pro Surfing. So you've got the crazy little...
you've got some Chileans and some Canarians fighting.
They're always...
Disculpe. Un poco silencio, por favor.
Okay, when it was the IPS back in, but I guess around 84, 86, 87, they were my years. I followed the tour, did a few events, made it up to about 69, I think, on the rankings, which is like running number. Yeah, exactly. So, it was cool. I mean, I was never the greatest surfer, but I think I was a pretty good strategist when it came to competition surfing.
Yep.
So, that was probably my strong point, surfing. I was okay, but it was more about...
you had to get through some heats.
Exactly. I was always interested in competition. I'm pretty competitive by nature. And so that's where it all started, man. But, and it's been a long journey from then till now.
Well, let's, step into that because there's obviously a point where you either said, bodyboarding's all right, I might pay attention to that, or, how did your transition into that, and did you lose any friends in the transition?
No, not at all. I've always really respected bodyboarding, first and foremost. I think it's a great way to ride waves. To tell you the truth, if I maybe if I had it all over again, maybe I'd be a bodyboarder. I think it's a cool way to ride waves, and I've always had a lot of respect. These guys find all the heaviest waves in the world. So for me, all forms of wave riding, I do commentary for the longboarders and the SUPs, and it doesn't bother me. People riding waves, it's the main thing, having fun. But it all started, Josh, when I got a job with Coot Alliance Clothing.
Yes.
And that was the beginning of my involvement with bodyboarding. And so we had an incredible team back there, way back in the day. Coot Alliance, a clothing company in Australia, they didn't have enough money to buy the big surfers, but we did have enough money to pay guys like Joel Taylor and Matt Riley and Todd DeGraff, and oh my God, the list just goes on. Andrew Lester, Kira Llewellyn, right back to Luke Berman and the early days of bodyboarding and Adam and Ash Murray, and the list just goes on and on.
It's shout-out list shout-out list right there to any one of those people watching.
Yeah.
I think Matt Riley actually tunes into these, so big shout-out.
Yeah, Chops, how are you, mate? We shared some great times together.
I haven't heard that nickname in a while, though. Yeah,
so,
cool.
So that's where it all began. I guess I went to a bodyboarding contest once, and the commentator didn't turn up, and I had been doing stand-up commentary, and they said to me, hey, do you want to fill in? And I went, I don't know how to say all the news. They said, no worry, get on the mic, and boom, that was it. Next minute I was the commentator for bodyboarding. Of course, your dad back then was running the GAB Australasia, the Aussie tour. And
one of the worst acronyms ever come up with, I reckon.
Yes, absolutely.
GOB.
Yeah, I know. It didn't sound
How
good.
is that ever going to work out?
No, I know. That was always going to
No offense to whoever came up with that great idea.